Excuse me, everyone, if I could have your attention, please. For those of you who don't know me, my name's C.L. Doback. I'm Robert's older son, the biological one. Probably wondering why we gathered you here tonight, besides Derek's birthday. We got a special surprise for you, Derek, and everybody here. Check.
Dale.
Check.
No, please, Dale. I'm begging you.
You want to shut this down, D-man?
Yeah, well, just hold on a sec.
Derek, for your birthday, we thought we'd roll out a once-in-a-lifetime business opportunity.
Happy birthday, Derek.
Music.
Prestige. Worldwide. Why?
Prestige worldwide. The first word in entertainment.
First word.
Management.
Financial portfolios. Insurance.
Computers.
Black leather gloves.
Research and development. Putting in the man hours to study the science of what you need.
Last week, we put liquid paper on a bee. And it died.
Security.
And.
Investors? Possibly you.
Oh, this is classic.
We'd like to present.
Oh, it didn't have the boats and
It
hose.
did not have the boats and hose. It's exactly what we wanted.
That's all I wanted for that.
That's all I cared about.
That's all I wanted.
Holy shit.
That's bullshit.
Oh, what an absolute stitch up, guys. Well, for those who are watching, we are Sports for Dummies.
I'm annoyed about that. That would have been the greatest intro ever.
Oh, shit, that was funny. My name is Josh, joined by John. We're going to jump straight into today's NBA games. We had, I think there was a fair few, I think 9 from memory. That is not the NBA games that I've just clicked on. First things first, we had the Cavs and the Spurs.
Are we not talking about the Warriors?
Oh, shit.
We're not talking about the Warriors? Do we give a shit about the fucking Cavs? And who did they play? Doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? Fucking daily review.
Oh, holy shit. That's too funny. Yeah, we're going to talk. We'll talk about.
We will do a review, but
we'll go to Warriors and Raptors. What happened there? Warriors 1-1-8 to the Raptors 1-3-3.
Your pick at the start of the year. Well, that was 6-2 at the start of the year. That the Warriors. Why didn't we have that clip? I wish we had that clip of you declaring that the Warriors were a Monty. I mean, you've changed who's going to win.
I have changed that a fair
17
few
times.
How many?
They're struggling. The Warriors. They're really struggling. Right on cue. Steph Curry only had 9 points. Clay had 23. They're struggling. I mean, Steph's old. The thing is with these older players, which they're a victim of social media and their own standards.
Yeah.
They can't be expected to play awesome all the time.
No.
But 9 points, that's alarming. And they really haven't been the same since Draymond punched Jordan Poole in the face.
Well, that leads into Draymond's back. He's coming back. He's been reinstated. He's had 12 games off. 12-game suspension. Pretty, I mean, it didn't seem like he really had to do all too much to get back in. They didn't really disclose what he had to do for the NBA and what prerequisites he had to kind of make to get back in. I guess, 12 games off. Do you reckon it's enough, personally? For what he's done, we've got a few clips.
So I didn't like how open-ended, like, in footy, you do something, you know what you're going to get suspended for. It is this open-ended because he's had priors. It could be this long. No. You either did something or you didn't. It's Draymond's done. Like, he's only averaging 9 points, like nine points anyway. He was never that athletic.
No.
And even when he did. So let's be honest who Draymond is. He's a 2-time Defensive Player in the Year. He's won 4 titles. He's the facilitator for that great offense, especially in their prime years. He's the enforcer. He's the instigator. He's not a tall guy, but he plays. He makes players like Steph and Clay, walk taller. So what he's done for his career has been absolutely phenomenal. But a player like him can't. He's not a LeBron James. He's not a Kevin Durant. He's not a Steph Curry. His athleticism went a long time ago.
100%. He doesn't have it. Doesn't have it anymore.
Now
He might get punched in the face for saying that.
oh well, he's
Just watch out.
Come
Jordan
at me.
Poole.
Come at me. Well, he really ruined Jordan Poole's career. Is done from that.
Can we
I just don't
we put that on quickly?
well, let's see what he's done. Well, let's walk through it. So he got suspended in game 5 of game 4 for game 5 against the Cavs in a finals for calling LeBron a bitch.
Was that 20? That was 2016.
2016.
Wasn't it?
Now that's a bit harsh.
Maybe
Yes,
LeBron was
you're-
being a bitch.
LeBron went and absolutely had one of the 3 greatest games of all time in finals. So
It's
it
probably-
pretty much proves
But
that
can we
was
just
the
say
bitch.
this? Wait. Can we say this though? Being called a bitch, I'm sure you look back at the Jordan era of what they used to say, the trash talk they used to do. It was completely different. What, saying you're a bitch? You get a suspension? Come on.
Yeah, no, that's rough.
That's right.
rough.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
But since then, he's had the Jordan Poole incident where he's knocked a teammate out.
we're gonna bring that
Yep.
up for everyone who's watching because it is very, very interesting. As you can see here on the right, anyone who is watching, you kind of it's a scrimmage, isn't it? Is that what their
So
practice?
they're coming into. So they've won the title.
Yeah.
Post KD, which was awesome. So they were going for defending. Jordan Poole was a great 6-man.
Yeah.
Had a fantastic year. But that's all he was ever meant to be.
Jeez.
Now he's clocked him as the leader of the side. Apparently, Jordan Poole did say to him, I think one of the rumors he said to him, "You're just a backpack. Like I carry you around." And you don't smack him for that. Like
No.
NBA players are the most sensitive human beings on earth.
100%.
Like, just fucking grow up. Regardless or not, you don't hit the guy.
Well, he looked like he knocked him
Well, he
clean
knocked
out.
him out. There's a big size difference. Like, you're the captain. You're one of the captains of the side. Grow up.
Yeah.
He's then the Rudy Gobert incident, which
that up for everyone.
he's choked him out.
Here we go.
Enforcer. And the Warriors have Draymond.
The reason Draymond went so demonstrably is that Gobert had Clay in a headlock. And Draymond's not feeling that at all.
So he's just pulling him off. We're not doing that. This ain't that. Clay and McDaniels going at it here, and then all of a sudden Gobert comes in, and Draymond's like, no. It's chill out.
Oh, that's dirty.
And then after all that, so he was suspended for 20 there.
20 games.
He's got the Nur kick.
Yeah.
And this is stupid.
I can't believe compared to that, this only got 12. Because if this lands and does something, this is
And to say
very
that he
dangerous.
didn't mean it,
Nah,
we'll
bullshit.
play it.
Green, just such a great passer.
Beal just picked up his third
You're looking
foul.
at us on the top.
And now
Yeah,
Green
this is-
runs
that's
over
all too funny,
Nurkic,
but
and he'll be called for the foul, and they're going to take a look at this.
It's real dirty.
See Jason Goebel indicating they will go to
He's
the
not.
monitor
He's
here.
clearly
Nurkic
not.
is down in a
And he's
heap.
losing his reputation is what he's doing.
Green just plows right over Nurkic.
Come on, play the clip.
And we'll see if there's anything unnecessary added to it.
Here we go.
Oh,
He
man.
just
Well,
slapped
that's
him.
going to be a flagrant.
Now he's saying I didn't mean to.
Now
He
they're
literally
gonna-
punched him in the jaw.
I don't get that.
He's at the point now, his athleticism's gone, the lack of, he's not playing well. So a guy who does instigate as well, like he's just frustrated because he's just not there anymore. He should stop.
Draymond, your career's done. Like I think honestly, give it up while you can, or what you're gonna do, play your last few seasons out, but don't throw hands and fight people. You're gonna hurt your own reputation. No one's looking at you as serious as they were. There's no point to continue down that route when you've been an absolute champion in your own respect. Like there's no point.
He's got a podcast that gets millions of people.
That's what I mean.
Just enjoy enjoy life.
Literally.
Now, but this just shows whether
Multi-millionaire enjoys fucking.
But this just shows the Warriors are done. We've said it a couple of times or hinted they are finished.
They are done.
Steph's not at his best. I'm not saying he hasn't been playing good, but he's had a couple of games now where he's single digits. Draymond coming back's not going to help.
Can we elaborate on the Steph? Do you reckon it's time for Steph Curry to move teams?
Possibly.
He
can't. I'm not sure if he can be the main. He needs, or they need to rebuild around him and get rid of their old players.
Yeah, because they've got too many.
Get some actual support because Clay's older. He's having a few good games. Draymond's not going to help. Kuminga's been threatening to explode. Hasn't. There's trade talks about him. I just don't. Looney's serviceable. I
don't even care about these players.
I think they're finished.
They're done. They're pardon me, 100% done. I'd love to see Steph at a team like at this. I mean, imagine if you went to the Spurs.
Imagine if you went to the Lakers
or the Clippers.
What? So you have 5.
Fuck Harden.
5.
No. We all know who's going out of that squad as soon as someone. What I'm saying is Steph's going to end his career he's a very ball dominant guard at the moment.
He can play off the ball.
But he can play off the ball. This is the thing. He's going to end up his career in his older ages just like Ray Allen did when he didn't have the ball. Ray Allen never really had the ball, but he was a player that you just pass it out to him. He'd hit the 3 time and time again. Steph is the best 3-point shooter in history. Could you imagine just parking him as an old guy around the perimeter and just splashing your threes as just a clutch player?
Well, Steph's still at a level that,
he's a superstar.
His level's a lot higher than Ray Allen ever thought of right now. I just think it's a whole team thing. They're old.
Yep.
And that happens. They've been together for so long. They're done. They're done. So whether Steph goes and joins another superstar or they rebuild around him and good pieces, but he's a short guy, and eventually catches up.
This is true. All right, we're going to jump in. So we had, speaking of the Cavs and the Spurs, you had Cavs 1-1-7 to the Spurs 1-15. You had the Nets and the Trailblazers. The Nets 1-2-7 to the Trailblazers 1-3-4. Did you watch those games, Johnny?
Wemby did an awesome dunk against the Cavs.
I did see that.
It was pretty.
Oh, we should have brought up the NBA highlights.
It's fine.
And then we had the Kings and the Pelicans. Bit of an upset. Kings 100 to the Pelicans 133. Then we had the Magic and the Hawks. Magic got up 117 to the Hawks 110. We had the Mavs and the Timberwolves. Mavs got up 115 to
who?
Oh, the
who are the Timberwolves?
Gator Wolves or something, isn't it?
The Sabertooth Cats.
Sabertooth lost.
It's a good win.
And speaking of which, Johnny, there was a clip. We're going to play it for everyone who's listening or watching.
Overrated player of all time.
So
and I think that's in his own mind.
Who's this?
Kyrie Irving.
Can you say that exactly?
Kyrie Irving is the most overrated player of all time.
So, if I hear correctly, Kyrie came out, led the team against the number 1 seed, the Gator Wolves or the Sabertooth Tigers, whatever the fuck we're going to call them. Hit 34. I think it was like 6 boards, 5 assists, whatever you want to call it. Pretty good game. And you've called him the most overrated player of all time.
Still stands by. He gets paid $45 million and he's had one good game all year. So my point about Kyrie has got
he
nothing...
He must have heard you. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, cool. But he'll disappear. He might have a couple of good games and he'll disappear for the rest of the fucking year. My problem with Kyrie is not his ability. He's one of the greatest handles of all time. In 2016, he was absolutely crucial to Cleveland winning the championship. And he's hit arguably the biggest shot of all time in Game 7 with a 3 to put them in front on Steph Curry against the Warriors. Since then, though, he thought he was better than everyone else, left, couldn't get to the Celtics anywhere, forced himself out, went to the Nets, absolutely created a debacle there, then went to a Mavs side who were fresher off a conference final, and they didn't make the fucking play-in. Kyrie Irving plays spotted games really well. He'll then get injured. He'll then go save the spotted fucking owl. There'll be something else. He's the most overrated player I have seen. And that they keep to all these handles and shit. They don't win. He had one good game.
I think some guy, so that clip actually went really well online, and there was some guy saying, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Like, as in who's Jody speaking.
Oh, use somebody. How about you watched the clip and then you used a quote that wasn't even you.
Yeah.
Fucking speak your own fucking words. Kyrie is one of the most skillful individual players ever. You're not winning ever with him.
Well, he got a win with LeBron.
That was 7 years ago.
400.
And LeBron was
meme?
and LeBron was at his peak of his powers.
You know that meme in like SpongeBob where it's like 2 years or like 2 hours later, 7 years later. All right, then we'd jump back into the games. We had the Nuggets and the Pistons. No surprise there. Nuggets 1-3-1 to the Pistons 1-1-4. Then we had the Suns and the Grizzlies 1-1. Far out, that's some small text. 1-1-5 to the Grizzlies 1-2-1. Then obviously the Warriors and the Raptors played. Now, last but definitely not fucking least, we had the Lakers and the Clippers. Now, Lakers got up 1-0-6 to the Clippers 1-0-3. Now, I was stated, I think we should have snipped this. We were on our 4 out of 5 games. We'd won 3. I made a call basically saying that the Clippers, if we win our next 5, we'll be there at the conference finals. Well, you've just fucking proved that we won't be, just based on the fact that you lose to the team that I thought would be the easiest one to beat out of the 5 games that we played. This has always been a problem of mine with the Clippers. I love them to bits. I followed their whole journey. The games that we should win, we never win. The easy ones. It's like, what the... Like, I know the Lakers came off and just bet the Thunder, but you can't look at that. We look at the record. We actually have an edge over them over the last 3 years in terms of wins.
Who did the Lakers just beat?
The Thunder.
No, when?
I swear they did.
Lakers haven't won for fucking ever.
Lakers, yes, Thunder. They definitely did.
They did not.
24th of December. 2.5 weeks ago.
Mate, they've played 10 times since then.
Yeah, but mate, that's...
What do you fucking mean they just beat the Thunder? That both teams have played 10
Yes, when
games.
I say just beat the Thunder, it was after their finals run
Hang
when
on.
they... Wait, hold up.
Don't use that statement when both teams have played 6 games.
Bullshit. After they
Lakers
won
have lost their last 5.
No. After the in-season tournament win, they then lost heaps. Yes, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but you can't just say they just beat the Thunder, but they just lost. They've just lost to other sides. That's it.
Anyway, I'm not. I don't even give a fuck about the Lakers right now. I'm just pissed off at the fact that the Clippers, the LA Clippers, 22-13 now, should have had that win in the bag against a team that I think was like 18-19 or whatever the heck they were on their record. The easy games for the Clippers, they just need to get them done. Be consistent, get in, do your job. It wasn't like any of the players just didn't play well. The last shot to even the game, don't know why Powell's taking that fucking 3-pointer. Put it in the hands of George or Kawhi. Don't understand what that's about. Mm-hmm. I understand Powell's a good 3-point shooter. I'm not denoting that, but I just think in those clutch moments you need even Harden or Westbrook. I would trust those.
I think they didn't have there wasn't a timeout, so it was quick. There was just move the ball as quickly as possible because the other guys were covered. You are right though, and this is
the problem with
this comes down to my point exactly. What I've talked about. James Harden had 15 points.
Yeah.
This is a game that should have been won, but there was a bit of you knew the Lakers were going to come out hard for, it's the two rivals. And he didn't perform. And this is my problem with the Clippers. They will not make a conference final. They're versing an aging LeBron, who was very good. His dunk was huge. Davis was good. Reeves was handy. But the Lakers have been shit. Now, I know, Josh, they just beat the Thunder. Well, they haven't played them for fucking 6 games. That was 2 weeks ago. That's like half a year in football terms. Lakers have been one of the worst sides since the in-season tournament. This was a game that the Clippers had to win, and they did not. And it shows when it comes down to it, mentality-wise, which is what I've been saying, and everyone's like, "Oh, Harden's back." Hold
up. But that's been a problem. No. So this is not just a problem with this year's squad. This has been a problem with the Clippers for the last 10 years, the last decade, their whole fucking
their whole history.
But what I'm saying is, since I've followed them the last 10 years, that's all I've noticed.
Sure.
Is they do not have that competitive advantage. They can't come in clutch and win the games that should be easy to win. It's like it baffles me because it's like they can come out and when they play and they're on, they can beat the top. They can beat the top teams. Like they could genuinely beat the top teams. But when they don't, they just they could just crumble. And it's like they come up against the lower seed teams and you think, oh yeah, this is going to be a comfortable win. And it's just not. It's a disappointing thing. I understand they've been on a bit of a run and I hadn't really said all too much. They had been playing well. There's a lot of gelling. They've done a lot of trial and error with Westbrook on the bench. It's great to see. Looks like there's a lot of synergy. I mean, you saw Harden and Westbrook do an alley-oop and a dunk, and that was pretty cool to see, old school sort of vibe. But it's one of those things where you've got to get the wins that matter. And those ones were the ones that matter, especially when it's the Battle of LA. You need to come out swinging. Against LeBron, you need to put your foot down and actually win those games and just cement your spot and say, hey, we're here to play. We're here to make the conference finals and we're here to actually win for the championship. You're not. At the moment, I did call it and I had a hunch feeling. I said the next 5. There's definitely no chance. If we can't beat the LA Lakers,
no.
And I'll tell you why. Because the LA Lakers are very clutch in the moments that matter. And they know a game like this matters because it's an edge on them in LA. And they don't lose games that they don't really want to lose. It's that simple. And that's what pisses me off about this loss. Anyway, guys, that pretty much sums up that conversation. Johnny, did you have anything else to add? Did you want to go through the NBA highlights or nah?
No. I think we can unveil our 9th player.
Oh yes, we've got to do that. I actually completely forgot. Yep. So I'm gonna start. So then this is a segment for those who haven't watched. If you watched 2 videos ago, we've got the top NBA current players of all time. So basically, what that means is all the current players and the best careers in the NBA. So my 9th is Chris Paul. So John had him in at number 10. Now Chris Paul, bit of sentiment. To me, he was at it's sentimental. He was at the Clippers. He's always been an incredible playmaker. He's always been able to get he's made his teams better. He's multiple all-star appearances. Yes, he's above Luka. He's an assist king. I think he's an absolute weapon. So he's going to be my number 9th current player of all time.
That's a good one. No, he like I said, I touched on it a fair bit. 7-time assist leader, 5-time steals leader, 3rd for steals and assists total. He's very deserving in the top 10.
Yeah.
So I've got my number 9. I think some people will be surprised on this from me. He's a guy who hasn't had any playoff success either. What he's been doing though this year has been fantastic. His last 2 years have actually been phenomenal. He's an MVP winner. He's a 6-time All-Star. Only 1-time first team All NBA. For his career he averages 28 and 11. This year he's averaging 35, which is absolutely fantastic. He's a 2-time scoring champion, which is that puts him up there. Winning multiple.
I know who this is.
He's a center. So Joel Embiid is number 9 for me. Just because his last 2 years have put him they're as good as any. This year he's having a absolutely phenomenal scoring season to average 35. And what he does do from a center, when we talked about him and Shaq in a previous video, he does hit free throws. So he's over 80% for a career. He's an absolute superstar. Why he's not higher? Well, he hasn't done it in the playoffs. He hasn't even got to a conference final. So that holds him back. But he can continue rising. I'd arguably say he's definitely front running for the MVP this year, based on just statistics. And if he can go push that further and earn himself a championship, well, he'll just continue to climb. But Joel Embiid is my 9th player in the current. I got stuck. He's my 9th
current player
of
all
time.
Yep, we nailed it. Now, there was one thing that I did see about the All-Star voting, which we're going to do a proper whole video on. I think Giannis got the most votes over LeBron.
Yeah.
People wanting to see Giannis. Does that make him, this is how I've interpreted this, as soon as LeBron goes, Giannis is the face.
When he goes?
Yep. 100%. He has to be.
We spoke about this very early episode, actually.
Has to be. Because we were wondering who was going to be the face.
So it's been quick. It's an interesting because we went. So you had in the 80s Magic and Bird.
Yep.
The 90s was Michael Jordan. Then there was a period there where there was sort of changed. There was like Kobe, there was Shaq, there was Allen Iverson, then it was LeBron. I think when LeBron leaves, there's not going to be a clear face. It's going to be multiple people, like as in you're going to have Giannis,
right.
you're going to have Joker. Obviously, if Steph's still playing, because
KD.
I don't think there is. I think Wemby. If Wemby does everything right, he will be the next face of the league. But that won't be for another 5 years. I reckon when LeBron leaves, but this is all funny because LeBron could be playing in 5 years.
So with his amount of money and support that he spends on his body, I think he's going to be there for a while, and he wants to play with his son. So it doesn't surprise me if he actually does stay for another few years. But I would love to see. I think the NBA looks at, and everyone knows LeBron. You could go down to the local shops and mention it to your grandma, and they know who LeBron James is, or fucking old mate. Anyone, even women. I know women. I don't know how many women are watching this podcast, but you mentioned LeBron James. Majority of people know who the heck he is. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm nailing these names. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say that majority of people would know. If you ask,
There's not a clear who's going to be the face.
Steph Curry. Yep, I would say a lot of people know who Steph is.
Everyone knows who Steph is. But yeah, it's.
No, but what I'm saying is the leader of the... I don't want one. I want one.
But there's not. You can't just manufacture that. Michael Jordan was the face of the league. LeBron James was the clear. It wasn't just they were the best player on the court. It was the brand that they have outside. I don't think there's someone who clearly defines it. So like that early 2000s period where there was a bit of AI, there was a bit of Shaquille O'Neal, there was a bit of Kobe. It was very much, it was a group thing. Then LeBron came up and it was his league. I think you'll see that.
Yeah.
Until someone firmly takes it.
That's what, I think you're right. So I think LeBron, it was just interesting when I saw the fan vote. I think it was 2 million for LeBron had voted him in, and then 2.1 for Giannis. And I went, wow, that means that his fan base is, the voters are clearly getting around him, looking at him as, he's a leader. And he has been a leader in that. Like, I shared a video online today, and you see how he's got his shoe brand. He really promotes that. He's good with kids. He does a lot of community stuff. He's amazing for the sport too. But I think, like you said, there's no real clear favorite that would lead the NBA or face right now. Yeah, I think it would be hard, especially when trying to announce Giannis Antetokounmpo every second. LeBron James, a pretty easy name to ring off the...
it's just Michael Jordan. It's just a good name. Magic Johnson,
I know it sounds
Larry
bad,
Bird,
but they're all
LeBron James.
easy names to say. Like,
it's like McDonald's. It's the name.
Yeah, it's the name that matters.
What does he say? What was the good thing about McDonald's? It's the name.
Yeah. Now let's dive into what was the start of this. Why did we intro the Step Brothers? Because we're right now, we're like, this is our passion project.
So we were talking about it, and I don't know if I started saying Boats and Hose Prestige Worldwide, and if you've watched the movie The Step Brothers, they create a business called Prestige Worldwide, a music company, and they pitch it to their family, and when really it is, it's two 40-year-old stepbrothers who are just fucking buffoons trying to pursue their passion project. And I'm like, that's a bit like us, Josh.
100%. 100%
It
it
was
is.
100% like us.
What I'm more annoyed about is the fact that it cut off as the bit when it was going to say it. I'm going to try and get, I am going to try and get it up for the viewers because I do want to see if we can get it because it is hilarious. But we'll
We
wait
watched
and
that
see.
part. It doesn't show it there.
Wait, hold up. It might. Oh, here we go. I'm going to get it up for the viewers.
Take it to the bit.
I'm going to play it. All right, guys. Oh, 1 second. It's too funny. It's what we're doing. It's hilarious.
The first word in entertainment.
First word.
Management.
Financial portfolios, insurance,
Computers.
black leather gloves.
Research and development. Putting in the man hours to study the science of what you need.
Last week we put liquid paper on a bee, and it died.
Security.
Security
And investors. Possibly you.
Oh, this is classic.
We'd like to present the world premiere of Prestige Worldwide's first music video by our first act, Huff and Doback. Roll it.
Roll it.
Pay close attention, Dad. It's gonna look familiar.
This is perfect.
It is.
What are you doing on my boat? That's my boat.
Santa Maria. I'll do you in the bottom while you're drinking sangria.
Nachos, lemon heads, my dad's boat. You won't go down cause my dick can float.
We sail around the world and go port to port. Every time I come, I produce a quart.
That is offensive. Brennan, Dale.
Deadliest catch without the crabs. We're almost out of gas. Called the Arabs.
Pull up the anchor cause we're leaving dry land. Get below deck with a tick in your hand. Are you ready for some world-class vocalization? Get a partner. Yo, Brennan, break him up a little.
Who's steering the boat?
Dad, please shut up.
Please shut up!
No boats were injured in this podcast.
That's us, Johnny.
That's literally us, bit younger, and not as good looking.
No, unfortunately.
So we thought that was funny.
It is. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate all the subscribers out there. Really appreciate it. 62 of you, beautiful people. Really, really appreciate the support. Again, thank you for watching. Any feedback, any comments, it does help. We've got a lot of strong supporters that are giving us a lot of good feedback, which has been great. So, yeah, anything that you guys, any topics of conversation you want us to have or any debates, please drop them in the comments, guys. Like, subscribe. Don't ask John how he's going. And if you are still here,
Ring the bell.
No. Ask John how he's going right now.
Ring the bell.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.